Ariel Morera. You visited a village of Haryana, Kaherba, and you watch so many things here. What is the difference of villages between Argentina and here Haryana, a state of India?
I haven't really traveled a lot in my own country, so I don't have an inside experience of what villages or rural villages like this are like. What I can say in general is that, first of all, I think geographically speaking, in the fields, in the countryside, the houses are far away from each other. I don't remember to have had an experience of a village like this where people live so close, which means to me a very special connection between the people and respect towards their property, towards their life. In between themselves, I'm talking, like being neighbors so close and sharing like most part of the day. I think in my culture we tend to be a little bit more individualistic, unfortunately. Not everyone, of course, there are exceptions, and there are exceptions in India also. In general, I think big cities tend to individualize people more, and so we have people living alone or not relating to many people. And the field, the countryside has this power of bringing people together because they have to work together to live, to make their food, survival, no? This is an important message, I think, for everyone. It should be. I am really surprised and kind of overwhelmed, but in a good way, like very moved, very touched by people's hospitality. Wherever I go, of course, it's a village and people live a very humble, simple life, but you still see very happy people and very happy people sharing what they have with others, even with visitors that they don't know. And every time I go somewhere and they invite me chai outside, like sitting in the charpais in between the cows, it's like such a beautiful poetical image. It's like, this is what they have. It's not much, but they're opening their hearts, their houses, and sharing with you. And for me, that's, I think, the most beautiful thing I take from here. Also, families, like this phenomenon of attached families and very big families that we don't have in Argentina anymore. I think we used to have a few years ago. In my country, families are more split apart. Divorce is so much common. Children going away, far away from home. Well, I'm here actually. I'm here, far away from home, or this is my home now. And here people live together, and they attach and spend a lot of time together. So it's pretty different, but it's pretty beautiful in its way. Actually, just before you came, we were up in the terrace with Naresh, and I was watching, and I've been watching the kids playing with their kites, and it was like such a nice composition. Today, not so many because it's cold, but a few days ago, there were so many kids on the rooftops playing with their kites and being happy. And it was just such a beautiful image. So, yeah, it's welcoming, it's warm. People are, like I said, open-hearted, and they regard you very respectfully. And that's really nice to me. It's not that it doesn't happen in my country. I think it does happen. But it's not so common. So, and of course, then physically, well, the humbleness, the simpleness. Like first day I came here, I took a cold shower because I didn't want to use warm. They were heating water, garam pani, but I chose a cold shower. And last time I came here, this is my second time. And first time it was very hot in September and dry, dusty, and now it's a completely different Haryana. But it's still very beautiful and enchanting. So yeah, there are many differences, but I think the biggest one is that people are really welcoming, embracing, sharing, so much sharing that I really would like my own country and the whole world to be a little bit more like this, honestly.
Something about Kaherba village, like the small village and that landscapes.
The landscape. Yeah, well, yeah, physically and geographically speaking, this place is poetry, is living poetry. You go on the rooftop and you see the yellow of the mustard flowers far away and more green behind. You see the horses walking in a line by the riverside. And now you go to the river. First time it was full of water, now it's dry and you have like this white sand and the street dogs playing there. You walk through the little streets and you see the women carrying all the heavy stuff. Or you go to the rooftop and you see people cooking, making fire, sitting by the fire, milking the cows while the children play and someone is hanging the clothes. And then we go to the fields and just get lost in the sugar cane. It's so many stimuli, so many different things happening. I think this place is ideal for someone to come and look for some inspiration if we are not used to this kind of life, because there's poetry everywhere.
Thanks a lot. But I think you watch so many beautiful things here. But what are the irritating things you watched here?
In general, it does irritate me whenever I come to a place that has less possibilities to live more comfortably, like let's say the word poverty. When I see that people, of course, people here work and they eat their food, and that is something, that the whole world should learn. I think we should all live like this. But also, of course, you see people being sick and maybe not having access to, proper treatment or, more comfortable houses. Whenever I see these differences, I always get a bit irritated because I think of how many people have so many privileges, and then you see people just living with what they can and with what they have. At the same time, it's okay because I see people being happy with what they have, and that's also a teaching. If I have to be honest about what irritates me, being from a Western culture, we have a strong concept of privacy. So whenever I go in my room, I go in my room. But here it's like, hello. It's like, I would like to be alone. Thank you. I don't say it because I don't want to be disrespectful. I know I'm in a different culture and it's also something to learn. But that sometimes irritates me. Other than that, I don't think nothing irritates me, actually, because it's different, but I understand that we're all different in the end. So it's beautiful, even when it's irritating that they open. Hello.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा लगा बातचीत करके.